Hello and welcome to Richmond. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I've partnered with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for SK Modifieds at Richmond as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 3 Week 4 official series. If you guys can, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm just kind of a small time racer here in Wisconsin. I've got a late model that I've parked for the season to allow my daughter Sydney, who's 12, to race her go-kart. So anything you guys can do to help us out, whether it's a like, a video view, a share. If you want to, you can head over to the Team 53 page and grab some merch, or you can sign up for our short track season pass. We offer all 5 short track cars for $53. It includes ARCA and CFIX telemetry when they're not at road courses or Daytona and Talladega, because telemetry really doesn't matter there. But um, let's just kind of take a peek here. And SKs have not been at Richmond in, well, as long as I can remember. It's been a long time, and there's a reason for that. And I'm not really going to sugarcoat this, but this racing this week is going to be boring and it's going to be incredibly frustrating. It's all going to be about who amongst the setup shops and the setup places, and those of you who build your own, can figure out how to go the fastest flat out around this track. And that's really all that it boils down to. So I would just kind of look at those and kind of see. I'm kind of toying with the idea of even offering these setups for free in our Team 53 Discord. So if you guys wanted to, you could join the Discord and take a look and see if I've posted them. I've got to talk it over with some of the guys and see what they think. But let's kind of head out here for qualifying. You know, you're going to come out of your pits here. Don't do it in second gear. Do it in first gear. You're going to tire heat, gas, brake, swerve, left, right, because we got to get these Hoosiers up to speed. It looks like we're just really close here. Let me give me 1 second here, camera. Let's zoom out just a smidge. There we go. Now we can see a little bit more of the track. Um, so here we go. So these cars, like I said, it's just going to be all about getting up to full speed and being flat out. Your lap 2 is going to be your fastest lap just because there's a little bit more heat in the tires. So this is a great time to talk about my friends at Impel Motorsports. They've got Moza as well as Next Level Sim Racing gear. And if you're a real racer, they've got real racing products in stock ready to ship. You know, head over to them, impelmotorsports.com. Anything you guys can do definitely helps there. So we go high here in 3 and 4, get a huge run down the front stretch, and then we start our lap. And really what I was doing was, I'm not really good in the mods at knowing if my right side is up against the wall. So I kind of took this seam down the front stretch, and if we go into my cockpit view, you'll kind of see here how we've just like straddled this seam the entire front stretch. So we're just straddling the seam, and then as we come into this corner, and we get closer to turn 1, we're going to start to turn in right here at this patch. Right after you go over that patch, that's where you're going to start to turn in. And so we're going to turn in and we're going to bring this car down as low as we can here into the corner. There's like this darker black splotches down here on the bottom. That's where I'm going to get my left front tire in. And it's going to get this car to go into yaw and really get that right rear flared out, which is going to give me a really good drive off the corner here. So you can see there, the car kind of yawed out once we got into it, but then I straightened out my wheel and I just drove straight up off the corner as flat as I could. It's a really, really weird sensation. Little sissy lift going into the corner. That's where you just lift a little bit off the throttle. You pretty much stay in it the whole time. Then we're going to go down the back stretch, and we're going to kind of do the same thing. We get to this white line here, and this is going to tell us a lot about our corner, right? This white line that comes across the track. So we get this white line, we're turned in, we're going to bring it down, and we're going to bring it into the corner almost as low as we can again. Same thing's going to happen. We're going to hit that contact patch. It's going to yaw out a little bit. We'll straighten our wheel, and then you see here as I come off the corner, I kind of pinch the car down and drive it down just a little bit, and I get myself a 776. I would not be surprised if by middle end of the week you're seeing laps 2-3 tenths faster, just guys that are figuring out aero packages and things that they need to have to run fast here at Richmond. But again, we have not been here for forever, so I'm not really sure where we need to be lap time wise, but we'll kind of get that into it. Let me hop back in here. I forgot to give you guys a lap inside the car as well. Um, so Here we go. I'm going to go inside the car presented by our friends at Overdrive Racing Oils and Lubricants. They're an AMSOIL dealer, an independent AMSOIL dealer. I switched over to AMSOIL in my daily driver, a Jeep Cherokee, and I saw about a 2 mile per gallon increase in fuel efficiency. So I went from like a 28 and a half to like a 30 and a half. Last night when I pulled into the driveway, it was rocking right around 31 miles per gallon. So I'm super happy with it. You should too. Head down to the link in the description and give yourself a try of some AMSOIL. So here's a lap inside the car. And there you have it. Let's switch over to race trim here. Race trim is going to be a lot of the same as what you saw in qualifying, just pretty much flat out. Your goal is likely going to be to protect the bottom because if somebody can get underneath you, I think that's really the only way that they're going to be able to pass you. Um, Unless you've got a teammate behind you who can bump draft you down the straightaway, I really don't think there's going to be much passing going on this week. So qualifying is going to be super important. I think you're going to want to qualify on the bottom, and then it's just going to be let it eat and see who can hold the bottom the whole time. Um, Tracks like this, I don't get excited for. I don't think they have a place in our series or in iRacing for us to be running in a D class 25 lap race, especially because Richmond is a paid track. Yeah, it's a NASCAR track, so if you're going to go the eNASCAR track, you're going to have to buy it anyways. But this type of racing, it's just not fun to me. Mostly because somebody can just hang with you in the draft the entire race, and you really can't do anything about it. And if they want to dump you last corner, last lap to win the race, that's what they're going to do on iRacing because, well, we don't have any repercussions for our actions. So if you guys do decide to run, let us know how you did. Check out the Team 53 Discord. We might have some free setups posted. I'm not sure what we're going to do there, but best of luck, and we will see you guys in the next video.